What's going on, guys? So this video is going to be in response to Kevin Samuels, a point that Kevin Samuels and Tasha K spoke on during their interview. And then I want to speak on guys like DJ Envy coming at Kevin Samuels. I guess DJ Academics, I heard he said something, and guys like that, and Umar Johnson. Okay, I want to break down. First of all, I want to start with this Kevin Samuels and Tasha K interview. Again, y'all got to excuse my wardrobe. You know, I've been working. I do have a construction company and a real estate branch also, so working on these homes. I got 4 homes I got to finish before June, and then because I have 6 of them waiting on me, for June and the middle of July. So a lot of work going on. You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube channel. If I'm not giving advice on real estate, I show a lot of construction content, a lot of my work. If you DM me, I can send you to whoever the best, who's ever going to give you the best information. I'm connected with a lot of people, a lot of information that I've studied, and I don't mind giving it to you guys for free or pointing you into the direction. All right, so with the Kevin Samuels and Tasha K interview, there was this point that Kevin Samuels made where he was speaking on women who are average at best, but they will not settle for anything less than a top tier looking man or a top tier money wise man. And I remember Tasha K kind of interjected and came in and was like, well, those type of women are women that date, and they date to compete with other women. That's why they won't settle. They have insecurities to be in a picture with a guy who's average, because you got to understand. And I told you guys this. I told you guys that women are after images. And she is exactly right. A lot of these women are in competition with each other, and they care about what people think. See, a lot of these women, they're so addicted to social media and public validation that they can't meet a guy, get into a relationship, and let's say this guy has the money to move her to wherever in the country, out of the country, wherever, and live comfortably. Bills paid, she doesn't have to work, whatever car she wants under $40,000, $50,000, and a couple kids. You know, if he could afford that, she would not be happy if she couldn't have social media. That's why you see, if he's not a guy that she can post on social media, pictures of him, that other women are gonna be like, oh man, ooh, he look good, girl. You won. If they can't do that, why do you think women are after? Why do you think women stay with men that cheat on them? Why do you think that is? See, that's another branch of validation. They get validation from other women wanting their man. Okay, that's. It takes a dope woman to get a man, meet a man. And any woman that can like gradually grow her feelings is a bad woman, and I mean in a good way, because you have so many women that make decisions relationship wise off of the introduction stage, and they get love bombed by toxic men, narcissistic men, narcissists, which are 2 different things, and sociopaths, and then they cry about the outcome. And it's like, ma'am, you chose to stay with this man. You chose to give this guy a try. You can't be, this is why it's very important to not fall in love with the honeymoon stage, but to vet and be cautious when it comes to dating these people. Tasha K is right. A lot of these women are competing with each other. This is why you see women, guys, a lot of you guys that have dated I've dated a woman. I take that back. We went out on one or two dates. I've had females where I just got their number. I just got the number. That's it. Or a woman that I've gone out on a date with. This happens to me probably 10 to 13 times where I stop talking to these gals or they ghost me or whatever. But as soon as they see me out with their friend or we're out somewhere and I get a phone call or a text, hey, do you know so-and-so? And it's the girl that I went out on a date with or two, or I got her number. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I don't date people that have messed around with my friends. And I'm like, wait a minute, we never kissed, we never talked, we never done anything. What are you talking about? Oh, it's all good, love, have a good one. What do you think that girl said to her friend to make her want to stop talking to me? Competing. See, she can't have, look, let me explain something to you guys. Women are women's worst enemy. Toxic women are other toxic women's worst energy. Even good women. Toxic women are good women's worst enemy too. Because these women, look, what a lot of these women don't want is a woman to come up behind them and take a guy that they ignored, threw to the side, ghosted, cheated on, or abused. They don't want any of their friends taking any of those guys and being happy with them. And they don't want, because a lot of times these guys probably have good qualities. They don't want their friends reaping the benefits. See, you got to understand that some people are in your life to take. They're just in your life to take. They don't want it to go to anybody else. So they try to destroy you. They try to suck you dry and destroy you. That was their goal. That's why a lot of these girls sabotage their friends' situations before they get started. Now, this is why I had to speak on this. And, you know, it's sad that women go about dating that way. And they wonder why they're losing. It's because y'all care about what people think too much. This is why it's always said that after a certain amount of sex partners, women can no longer pair bond. And that's another example. That's another example of that being true. So what we talked about, we talked about Tasha K. Now let's get on DJ Envy. Let me explain something to you. This is a guy, let me explain something to you. Red pill content offends cornballs. Okay, it offends the lames, it offends the cornballs. The reason why is because most of these men, now I know when it comes to men, your money is an extension of you. So I'm very clear of that. But if we're being real and being honest, when it comes to mental health or character, your money has nothing to do with any of that. Okay? Because toxic men with low self-esteem, men with insecurities, narcissist men have money all day long. But do you ever notice whenever there's a man on their level, they get intimidated? These are the men that get intimidated when men have different stances, other than like liberal or, you know, they don't like rules and boundaries set. See, Kevin Samuels is creating boundaries. You know, all right, this is what you want, this is what you got to do. And a lot of these people don't like that. Like DJ Envy got up there and said, oh, who is this? A man rating women and this and that. Man, you know good and well why Kevin Samuels is rating women. Okay? So you're telling me you're so ignorant that you didn't watch a 2-hour or 3-hour video. You just kind of watched a little 15-minute video and didn't really think of why Kevin Samuels is rating women. You know he's rating women because these women, the reason why he's rating these women is because they only want a specific genre of man. Do you think DJ Envy is going to marry a woman that weighs 300 pounds or leave his wife for a woman that weighs 300 pounds? No, he's not. So what's the problem with a man being honest? That's the issue. You know, you can't be honest no more. You can't be real anymore. You have to be politically correct, and that's what's wrong with him. You know, Kevin Samuels isn't talking about your mother or maybe your cousin, a female cousin who's a good woman and, you know, has a good heart. No, he's talking about these shallow, materialistic women who, and the women who are merging over into that dysfunction. He's talking to those women. He's not talking to women, good women. Okay? So why get in your feelings? Now, what you're in your feelings about is he's getting more views than you guys. You guys got to have special guests just to even get over 100, 200,000 views now. Yeah, the days of the Breakfast Club booming on views are about over. It's the YouTube content creators. See, now Kevin Samuels can bring on the same guest that the Breakfast Club brings on, and he'll get more views. They don't like that, and they know it. And they got a machine behind him. Kevin Samuels got men and the women that are joining the movement. See, what's happened is you had a black community that was participating in dysfunction, pure dysfunction, and things that went against building black families. Now what's happened is you've had the conscious black community with the black community with people who had sense come together and create a movement, and it's working. See, now these women can't talk about men being this way and men being that way because it's not true. Men, the statistics are out. 61% of us don't even have kids. So when you say that all men are single and got kids and broke, that's not true, because 56% of us are in the middle class. So again, this is, fellas, I know I kind of rambled, but I hope I gave some important topics in here that'll make y'all think. But stop letting these women project on you their insecurities. These women will project. These women will, Tyrone Pookie. I told y'all, women are in love with images. Most of these women are in love with images. You know, when you hear a woman say, well, street niggas just do it better. Really? Let me explain something to you. Tell you a quick story before I end this video. I was in the mall one day and I got a phone call from a female that I've kind of kicked it with a few times. And we're real cool, but not now, but back then we were pretty cool, even if we went like months and a couple years without seeing each other. I get a call and she was like, I need you to leave the mall. I was like, what's up? She's like, so-and-so, they're about to try to jump you. He's trying to call everybody up here to come get you. So it was a guy that I beat up, Tyrone Pookie and Ray Ray type guy. You know, tattoos, I'm a real nigga and all that. Yeah, it was 4 of his homeboys and 3 of my homeboys, and we beat the brakes off of him. And he got mad at me because I popped it off and, hit him in his mouth. And then when he sees me in the mall, he gets on the phone and calls his homeboys in front of his gal that he didn't even know knew me. So this is what I want to tell you guys. This is why I told you guys, stop believing what some of these nerds are saying. Half of these dudes that you see in the rap industry can't fight. No, majority of them can't fight. That's why a lot of them never really wanted it with 50. Okay? But see, in the black community, our women have okayed men who really can't protect them. Okay? This is why when you hear women say, oh, I like street niggas because they all got guns. Ma'am, the working class of America, the working class men of America are the most, carry the most guns. That's a fact. You ever been to the Walmart in the country? It's white, skinny redneck boys walking around with open carried guns. Are they thugs? No. So cut the BS out. This is why I said, like, black women they're using anything. This is why I told you guys, stop believing these women. These women know these dudes ain't gonna protect them. But what's happened is the image has been able to go so long. The thug, real nigga, street nigga, that's been a myth for so long that, oh, these are the elite of aggressive and fighters and don't take no SHIT. Like, no, that's not it. I'm telling you, I beat up plenty of these guys and I know the deal, and I don't like to brag and talk about that stuff, but I just want to keep it 100. We have to start being realistic, and y'all guys got to stop letting these women project and just move on and stop being insecure about yourself, because these little nerd content creators that say, well, you know, the Tyrones and the Chads, you know, they don't care, so that's why they, you know, that's why they get the girls, because they got masculine energy. No, it's not. Women are after images of a man, okay? Most of these women, not all, most of these women are after the image. They will deflect to make you feel insecure and project their insecurities onto you by telling you that you aren't street enough or you're not college educated. I've had a woman tell me I'm not college educated about 8 years ago. Told me, oh, well, I would want my husband to be college educated, but yet I make more money than her. I was taking trips and, you know, 5-6 times out the year back then. So what was the problem? No, she needed a reason to sabotage the relationship. So that's what she led with. This is why I told you guys, I don't take it personal. It is what it is. You guys got to understand that some of these women, like, they're ruining themselves. And Tasha K was right. A lot of these women are dating based on with in mind of what other people think, keeping in mind of what other people may think of their spouse. That's not love. That's not love. You ever see a guy, hey man, what y'all think about my boo? Or always talking about how bad they gal it. Look, man, I don't care what some other dude thinks about my woman. You feel me? That's a dude that's seeking attention and validation. He just wants attention. That's all that is. But let me get off, man. This is the longest video I've ever recorded. Sorry about that.